Yeah. Thank you for tuning in to No Flag Radio. I'm your host, P. Hope y'all mind right. Yo, today we talking about had Andrew Gillum been minding his business and minding the business of black agenda, yo, he wouldn't be in a hotel with a self-identified homosexual porn star. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping. Don't forget to support your black agenda candidates. Yeah, we doing it. Whenever you see them, support them. Just think about them. Think upon them. And then drop a little bit on the campaign. Donate a sign. Donate a flyer. Donate a mailer. They need this type of stuff. So check out all these different various sites that you see me talking about on this channel. People that have sworn off everybody else's agenda and only fuck with black agenda. Today we're gonna highlight somebody. Matter of fact, let me before I do this, let me do this. I gotta do this. Bright eyes, what's good? Black man out there say yellow hands, really? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Some people don't know how to fuck with the emoji shit. That's how it is. You know what I mean? Before I knew how to fuck with the emoji shit, I was yellow hands or something. I don't even give a fuck. I just whatever. Fuck you. Test me and see if I'm black. You know what I'm saying? Test me. Well, what up, Black Man 903? What up, Bright Eyes? Good seeing y'all. Let me do this right fast. Shout out to the chat. Glad to see y'all. Hope y'all mind right through all the people that are able to be moved by fear and panic and all that shit. Hope y'all minds is right through that. You know what I mean? We don't got to discuss on my channel. We already know this to get the strap channel. We don't play no games like that. We don't even get involved in no shit like that at all. But yeah, I wanted to go ahead and touch on this because I think it's important. It's important to look at, like, you know, we need black agenda in all sectors of politics, and we got people playing around, acting like it ain't important. And then they get caught up doing goofy shit. It's like, but you could have been paying attention to some real shit and you wouldn't have been caught up in the goofy shit. So, to start, let's just get on this individual. How do I want to address him? Oh, you know, before I do that, gotta highlight the person we talking about today in terms of our black agenda politicians, since we own it. Kofi, our brother, Kofi Chunkamire, going for Baltimore City Council. You know his agenda is about making sure the infrastructure is right in Baltimore's 9th district. You want to make sure things is right, but cracking down on fraud in the state. Talking about helping out black men with drug convictions, helping us. You know what I mean? Helping that kind of thing get in place for us. You know what I mean? Where we can get preference in hiring processes, things of that nature. I want to let y'all know this. This will be I'm probably the first platform that is going to say this about our brother Kofi. But if y'all see that second flip through, you see that our brother Kofi made an announcement this week talking about he ain't really rocking with ADOS. He's not identifying with the ADOS movement, right? Now, I told y'all when I got into engagement with these various black agenda politicians that you see me promoting here, all of them, they wasn't just kicking ADOS. They all mixed up the verbiage. Like, yo, it ain't just ADOS. I'm talking about black agenda, though. What's up? Are we together on that vibration? Are we on that frequency? Yeah, we on that frequency, right? Foundational black Americans, yeah. Native black, ground state black. Okay, I'm hearing that, right? They hearing that, right? They moving on that consciousness. So, evidently, he ain't told me what happened. You know what I'm saying? To my ADOS identified tribesmen out there, let me get to my chat. To my ADOS identified tribesmen out there, look, yeah, brother, I said I work for a living. Stone Cold ADOS. I'm yellowish in reality. All right, all right. I guess that's to answer your question about yellow hands, Black man. Black man 903. What up to you, Black man 903? But the premise sits that, look, what I've been saying, man, for the past few months, everybody ain't gonna be bannering ADOS, walking around stamped with that as how they gonna be moving politically, and it's not a crime. It's not a crime to do so, right? If you go through the feed on this, a lot of our ADOS identified tribesmen and tribeswomen is back to acting classless again. The shit that I was talking about months ago. Why y'all being classless over little shit? Talking about, so bye, boy. Yeah, talking real reckless. Being real fucked up about it, right? Being real fucked up about it, right? This man is holding Black agenda down, but all because he don't ascribe to your handle, he is to be derided? Nah. My ADOS tribesmen and tribeswomen, yo, y'all out of line for that shit. Check y'all people on social media who be doing stupid shit like that. I know y'all don't respond when I tell y'all to check people. When y'all get told to check people, when I be bringing it up to check certain people and check certain influences in your ranks and amongst your leadership, yo, when I tell y'all to do that shit, y'all act like y'all don't know what the fuck a nigga talking about. But it's a really bad showing on our ADOS brothers and sisters. I didn't even want to do no talk like this. I didn't want to do no talk like this about ADOS. I left that a month or so, a few so, and some change back. A month and some change back, I left that. Like, man, I'm through with y'all. Let's just do work, man. Let's do work and leave it at that. But they acting like he can't do work without them. I think that shit is fucked up. Work off. What's good, big sis? Good seeing you, Miss Lady. What's good? In the house, like everybody. But actually, no, I'm living life regular. I'm doing everything normal. Ain't nothing changed with me. Ain't nothing changed. So I look at these fools like, I got so many funny stories from people just tripping out over this COV1D-19 behavior. I got so many stories of people tripping out over this shit. It's so funny. It's so funny. I might span out on a few things. But back to my point, y'all. Look, I don't think that it's good. I don't think that it's wise, and I don't think it's a show of how intelligent you are, since everybody want to act like they're so intelligent and everybody ignorant, to sit up and ride a man. Ooh, what happened? What you say to somebody? What you do? You must have did something. Talking to this man like he ain't been 10 toes down with Black agenda. Like he don't spend week after week going in on politicians that don't got no Black agenda and be calling them out on social media. He wanted me to call him this week. I was like, man, which number you want me to call him? He didn't get back at me in the DM. He said, brother, I need you to call me. Please call me. So he reaching out to me. He want me to talk to him. So whatever our conversation end up being, I'll bring it to my platform. I'll let y'all know what he got on his mind, because he ain't going to say it to these folks, to the ADOS brothers and sisters. See what happens when you don't give a fuck about nobody gang, and you just be like, yo, I'm just going to do this shit for the strength of the people. You see, the people reach out to you. So once I get that, once we get this conversation and see what's happening, chop it up right fast, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get at y'all. Let y'all know where his mind at with things. But he's still running. You saw it in the flip. You see, he's still running for Baltimore District 9 City Council. Fuck all of that extra shit that motherfuckers doing for their own little ego's sake. I had to go in on a few ADOS faces this weekend and some FBA faces this week for just doing and saying reckless shit. I guess motherfuckers got more time to be on their little PC, so they just saying and doing all kind of extra shit. Hold up, man. Y'all looking like some busters. Certain figures, certain faces. But I fuck with everybody as long as motherfuckers keep it real. Just keep that shit real, man. So I want to start this video off with that. So just keep that on your mind. Whenever I get in contact with Kobe, whenever we chop it up, y'all gonna know. You hear me? So I'm gonna start with that. But on to what this video is really about. It's not dally. We're talking about Andrew Gillum. God damn it, we need a black agenda everything. And everybody that's on some black behavior need to be about black agenda. Everybody that's black need to be on black agenda, no matter where they at, no matter what circle and square they in. And he ain't on it, as we've known. And he ain't like he getting no better. He ain't getting no closer to fucking with it. He lost, yo. He gone. Far from black agenda priority type shit. But anyway, so this guy, Andrew Gillum, as y'all might have heard, he was found in a Miami hotel with a self-identified gay porn star performer. The guy claims that he was just drunk and not on any drugs. That he was throwing up in the damn toilet, while the other dude that he was found with, we'll get at him in a bit. This guy Travis Dyson, the guy you see in the photo with him. The guy Travis Dyson throwing up, face down on the bed, throwing up. Gillum in the bathroom throwing up. And yeah, they had meth in the building. It was a meth situation. They found 3 sacks of meth in that bitch. So people trying to put it together like, so hold up, what happened? Gillum, you on that meth? Because the dude, yo, he OD'd. He OD'd on what they won't say. But I'm thinking it's meth. They found 3 sacks of meth in that bitch. And he OD'd, and evidently some guy who rented the hotel for this guy. There's a guy who rented the hotel. This is a strange picture. Like, there's a guy who rented the hotel for Gillum and this other guy. He comes into the room, revives the dude who OD'd, Travis Dyson. Revives him, right? I'm like, all right, so everybody, we looking at 3 folk. We looking at Travis Dyson, we looking at Gillum throwing up. Dyson on the bed throwing up, had to be revived from an OD situation that we are suspecting it's a meth overdose by the guy who rented the room for them. His name is Aldo Mejias. And everybody looking at it like, hold up, man. What the fuck, man? Right? Where did this come from? It came out of nowhere. Like, where did this whole setup originate from? What? So, and I'll get to the Dyson character in a bit. Zaire, what's good, man? Ain't seen you in a long time. What's good, man? He says Zaire. Zaire says that was Bussy Fest for sure. Hell yeah. I mean, it's my mind. But we going we gonna put it together, man. We gonna. Oh, Black Man 903 ain't heard. Yo, Black Man 903, yeah. That's what they doing, bro. That's what they doing, bro. See? So, shit is crazy in some ways. The dude got a woman and children. Let me turn this off so y'all don't have to hear that. Notifications. Dude got a woman and children. And he getting butt naked in the hotels with gay men. Yo, they say Gillum was naked throwing up in the toilet. Another thing I'm looking at, you were naked. Seems like Rump Wrangling Fest was about to start, or they had just finished, or well, I don't know. But the shit is crazy. So, dude got a family, getting naked in rooms with men. And don't say it's wrong for me to put it out there or say that, because goddamn it, look, this dude hid it from his wife and his children that he was naked in a room with men. You know what I'm saying? And that is what it is. People are looking at his position in politics, and probably more so media than politics, because he's kind of, he's been waffling around in politics, but not really being a success, really, since he was mayor out there in Miami. He wasn't really he wasn't running shit like that in politics, right? But people still looking at it like, man, you hid it from your wife and your child that you were the type of dude to be in hotels with men. You know what I'm saying? Like, so don't get mad at me for putting it out there. If you're mad and you were part of Andrew Gillum's family, yo, call in 1-800-365-3175. We'll squash it. Or we won't squash it. Whatever you want to do. So that was this situation, y'all. And the police let the man walk up out of there, man. I'm looking at that shit too, y'all. They let that man walk up out of there, man, for reasons that we can probably guess is pretty obvious. Saying because of his political status or perceived political status, right? And his media status with CNN. He's been with CNN for about a year. He got signed on last year. If you or I was in a room with one bag of meth, y'all see my picture up there, right? We going to jail. We going to jail. We going to jail. Nigga, we going to jail. If we was in a room with one bag of meth, right? So I'm thinking maybe Andy dropped off a bag to the Miami Beach police. I think he dropped off a little bag to them. And Miami Beach police, y'all ain't shit for that. You might have dropped off a bag to the DA. The DA out there, what's her name? Fernandez something. Yo, you ain't shit out there. You ain't shit for that. Just saying. If it had been a regular nigga, we going to jail. We going to jail for one sack of meth. Motherfucker. So people are trying to weigh this and see what's up. Like, man, is he a gay meth addict? Like the gay white meth addict that was there? The dude claimed to be coming from a wedding. I want to say this guy that he was caught up with. Let me get to, I don't want to put him up yet. Let me just put another picture up. We're going to get to him in a bit. This guy that he was with, he's, like I said, claims to be a gay, well, he's a self-identified, rather, gay porn performer. And his life is, what it is. He was like, man, he told me he was coming from a wedding. That's what it was. He was like, yeah, I'm coming from a wedding. That's what he was trying to kick in the ear of this gay guy. Or he didn't find that out until later, obviously. That was what happened. He didn't find out until later. That was what happened. Gillum claims he was coming from a wedding, or was in town for a wedding. And that's kind of strange. The dude, Dyson, was like, man, after he got revived, he was like, he didn't tell me about no dang wedding. So he's trying to, he's throwing off the scent in the wrong direction. You're supposed to be like, yeah, if you bussy mates like that, you're supposed to be like, oh man, yeah, that's right, wedding. And talk about it with your bussy mate later or whatever. I'm assuming that's the world of the bussy mates. I'm sure they got some kind of code in place. So the media is gonna try to spin that like, ooh, he don't know that you were going to a wedding, but you talking about you going to a wedding. And truthfully, I'm guessing he don't gotta tell his bussy mate or his booty partner is what we will say. It seems like this is his booty partner. He ain't gotta tell the dude he was coming from a wedding. But people are still putting it together like, man, this shit happened on Wednesday, middle of the week, in a hotel where motherfuckers this past week people been on some fucking fright fest over COV 1D-19. So people been on some quarantine and kind of not travel, not do type shit. People been on some shit this whole week. So in the middle of what they call pandemic, depending on who you ask. This dude is holed up in a hotel in the middle of the week on a Wednesday. You know, that don't meet logic for a lot of people. That don't meet up with the logic of a lot of folk out there. They had some pictures. I want to put, I guess, man. Let me get to it. Let me get to these pictures real quick. I just want to say this. Even if the dude is found out to be gay, if we do find out that Andrew Gillum is gay at all of this, as he's caught up in all of this, yo, he ain't gonna need no meth test, y'all. He ain't gonna need no meth test. He ain't gonna need no coronavirus test. He gonna need that HIV test, yo. That's what he owe his wife. You owe your wife a HIV test. Here goes this guy. It was very, very difficult for me to find photos of this dude that weren't shit like that. There you go. You know what I'm saying? I tried to. They had pictures of this guy, man. All of them were very unflattering, goddamn it. I tried to find somewhere he wasn't wearing some goddamn Speedos and shit for the respectability factor of my audience. I respect my audience. I fuck with y'all niggas, man. So, you know, I respect y'all minds. I ain't want y'all to have no vision like that. I ain't want to do y'all like that. So, like, man, let me get a couple. You know what I'm saying? But I had to grab one. I had to grab one and show y'all. Now, look, this is the pussy shit. Y'all get, this way. Y'all can clearly see it's the pussy shit, y'all, right? Y'all see what he on. So that's his crowd right there. This is Travis Dyson. This is Andrew Gillum homeboy. He say they're friends. Says they're friends. Use the term friend. This dude had a profile that they made him take down. He took down this profile. They made him take it down on a site called Rent Men. So what that sound like to y'all? Rent Men? How is he your friend? Where you know this dude from? I ain't never seen no previous photo. I couldn't find no old photos with this dude and this man. With Gillum and this dude together. Let me get this shit off my screen. I'm gonna look at this nigga. Say, man, we can't find no photos of Gillum and this guy. But they friends. Nah, you met that nigga on rentmen.com. And I did not go to rentmen.com to do no research. I said, fuck it. I'll take the world's word for it. I'll take the world's word for it that the dude was on the site and he had a profile. I'm not gonna be doing that kind of research. I'll never ever go on no shit like that. For the sake of research or for the sake of educating y'all never catch your boy P figuring out no shit like that. That'll be some shit I just won't know. Some things grown men just don't want to know. And that'll be one of them things, man. I'm a man that don't want to even know nothing about no shit like that. But look, this dude, rentmen.com, talking about his friend. That don't meet logic. Since we don't see no previous photos of this dude. Kicking it. Chilling. We got him on the boat. We got the original picture of him on the boat, but that ain't enough for me. A friend, yo, that shit means something. That ain't the term you use. I think the more proper term in this instance is a tryst mate. A bussy tryst mate. Damn it. Booty boys. Hold up, man. Before I go on, let me check the comments. I see y'all in there clowning and shit. What up, that nigga Pookie Jenkins? Yeah, for real. I figured, fool. That's good enough. No more photos. Hell yeah. Real life. Worker boy said, I can't stand a bussy boy. God damn it. Right. Don't you know? I just think about his woman and his children. That shit crazy, dog. You got a woman and the children at home, dog. You playing like that in the street? That's what you do? That's what you do? What song was that on the Dog Pound album? On the first Dog Pound album? That's what you do? It was one of the ad libs. It's like motherfuckers getting their ass beat in the background of this one song when the Indians were like, "That's what you do? Nigga, turn around!" You heard it in the back. You heard it in the back over the music. Like niggas getting their ass beat. Go to that first album, that Dog Food album, man. You hear what I'm talking about. This may be like the second to last song on the album. Or third to last song on the album. Check that shit out just for history. Hip hop history, nigga. But yeah, man, I'm like, it's not a good look for this man. Y'all remember that show that he was gonna be on? Y'all remember probably like the middle of the summer last year, that was talking all this shit. This was gonna be a show with Andrew Gillum, Bakari Sellers, April Ryan, Angela Rye. Y'all remember this show that was gonna try to pump up for CNN, and we was clowning it in the black social media world and black Twitter. We got on this shit like, man, get this corny ass shit out of here. Coonery shit out of here, man. We ain't trying to hear this. Where it's supposed to be them like on some sort of morning show. Y'all remember that? These motherfuckers was supposed to be an item and shit, right? He was trying to come up in the goddamn CNN world. He was poised to make a come up, have their own little morning show. So now the talk is about his contract with CNN. They're talking about the morals clause of his CNN contract. Like I said, he just jumped on to them in 2019. And what? The standard morals clause is like, look, criminal activity, you can't be a part of criminal activity. It references criminal activity. Yo, it says anything that brings embarrassment to the network or scandals, anything like that, they could cut your contract, could end your career there, right? So they may say this dude is in violation of his morals clause and cut his contract, which would be something. That would be something, you know what I mean? Meth. I mean, you know, they like to blow things out of proportion with a black person. Black person do one thing, nigga, that's your ass. You know, on the campaign trail when he was running for mayor, no, he was running for governor of Florida, which he lost. When he was running for governor, man, yo, you could just tell he was on this shit like, you know, you gotta talk a certain way when you're a black man, and you gotta do like this when you're a black man. You can't be defensive, and you can't. He was talking that Obama shit, right? If anybody is from Florida on my channel, shout out to my Florida folk. I got family out there. You know, my family come through there in different places. Shout out to y'all. You would remember him to be a soft-handed Negro. Okay? His whole career is that of a soft-handed Negro. I pulled up a lot of his transcripts from the past, like just in the research. I pulled up a lot of his transcripts, like, oh, this motherfucker is just, he ain't hitting on shit. But the premise is, like, you know, they looking for a way to tone his ass down even more. He already vapid. He already milk sop the fuck out. They looking for a way to reduce his ass even more. You understand? Like that, right? So that's what it is. He forget he worked for fucking CNN. CNN is the same motherfuckers that cut Mark Lane Monhill for trying to speak up for the Palestinians and trying to get black folks to get up and behind him for his support of Palestine. Like, nigga, fuck, what you talking about? We don't know nothing about them folks. Get them people out of our face and stop talking about them to us like they cool with us or some shit in some way that you know that we don't know. Nigga, don't do that. So they dumped his ass. He forget. They dumped motherfuckers that's black. And I believe D-Ray, didn't D-Ray get dumped? McKesson, didn't he get dumped? Right? Dump motherfuckers that's saying if you're a black man and you do some anything. They looking for a reason to get your black ass. So I guess all that soft shoe and soft talk he was doing, all that, I gotta talk a certain way and be a certain way. I guess all that shit, yo, it didn't amount to shit. They might be having a beam on his ass now. They always try to use black folk, like if we do anything that can be boxed as negative, they want to springboard that shit into a firing of niggas. They love to do that shit. Now, white chick like, what's the bitch, Allison Mack out there in Oklahoma. Y'all remember that one chick that got on the microphone and called her co-host a gorilla? She can get on the motherfucking microphone and call her black co-host a gorilla and still keep her job. And not only do she keep her job, but she get the nigga to get on the motherfucking show apologizing to her and crying for her and rubbing on her thighs and trying to flirt with the bitch on TV. That's her reward for calling this nigga a gorilla. That's her reward. But society gets jollies off of impressing those morals clauses on black people. Just know, motherfucker, What's the chick? Angela Rye. Yo, if Angela Rye get caught up somewhere out here with a skirt hiked up above her head somewhere, they gonna fire her ass. You're getting fired. You're getting fired. Bitch, you're getting fired. They're not finna wait with nobody black. You're getting fired. CNN gonna fire your black ass. There was also some people thinking, oh, maybe somebody in the Democratic Party did this. Maybe somebody in the Democratic Party set this up as a way to try to get him out of the way of endorsing anyone or someone. And that's kind of, I guess that's debatable. You look at somebody like Andrew Gillum. He's one of these people that we know to be an ass kisser of people that are higher up in politics. He's an ass kisser of people that are like doing shit like running for president. He's been in everybody's face. Warren, Biden, he's courting everybody, right? Because they look for these kind of endorsements. Y'all might have heard AOC, Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, that chick. Y'all might have heard her. She has been on this, you know, kind of whoever got the biggest check or biggest offering or biggest whatever. This is where these kind of low-level politic endorsements come from a lot of these presidential candidates that we're looking at. So we're talking about the presidential campaign. And we're talking about the figures that these presidential campaigns reach out to. It's these little low-level motherfuckers like a AOC, who's a congressperson, or a motherfucker like Gillum. They reach for these people to get consensus. Usually black consensus. They usually try to find some black esteem and consensus by way of people like these, right? You might have heard AOC. She quit Bernie camp. It might have been yesterday or maybe the day before yesterday. I got this notice from Tesla and Figaro. And hey, you know, that's what it is. They know that these little endorsements from these certain Congress folks and figures go a ways if you play it right. That's why all of our politicians, I want to just caveat to us, like, us, our black agenda politicians, yo, we need to, that's why we need to be plugged in. Everybody, we need to be on deck with each other. Everybody, the mayors need to fuck with the councilmen need to fuck with the legislators need to fuck with the judges. We need all of this shit at play for us to have a better experiential life for black society, for our lineage in particular, to see our lineage repair and forward progress, right? So we need to be doing it like that. And I know our brother Kofi, he be on that shit too. While our ADOS people talking shit about Kofi because he don't want to fuck with them no more. Yo, Kofi be on that shit. He keeps certain black agenda people on point out there in Maryland. He keep them on the horn. Networking, that's the move so we can get better things accomplished and bigger things accomplished. But back to the point. This dude, Gillum, damn it, he's in Florida. Florida is a key state in presidential elections. It's a swing state. That means that it's not a guaranteed Democratic state. It's not a guaranteed Republican state. It's always up in the air. Every year, it's always up in the air. Right? It's not reliable in any direction. And Gillum has been making his rounds. Like I said, he's been making his rounds with being courted by certain figures, trying to play buddy-buddy with the faces of the presidential campaign this year. He was all in Biden's face not too long ago, talking about he's the coolest man on the planet, sitting up calling Biden the coolest man on the planet. Gillum, right? Biden smiling with him, right? Elizabeth Warren, they've been smiling. He's been smiling with Warren, right? He's been in the face of all these presidential candidates, looking for a hookup, basically, or a promise at vice president. I'm sure you want to be vice president. That's what most of them go for, that try to chum me up with these folks. He's going for a play at vice president, or either some promise or some sort of low level, not even low level, motherfucker could be a part of a treasury, some sort of position, some sort of dream that these motherfucking people done sold to these fools out here that be doing this type of shit that Gillum and these other folks be doing. So he can go back home. He can go back home and sell it to his wife. Look, baby, I'm plugged, baby. I'm plugged in, baby. He gonna sell it to his kids and his wife how plugged he is. I'm plugged, kids. Your daddy plugged. Yeah, you plugged all right. Straight the fuck up. Yo, he plugged with the sausage samplers, motherfucker. Motherfucker plug with the bottom rangers, the poo poo mashers, poo poo pokers. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it is, man. But anyway, let me check out the comments. Know y'all in there clowning and shit. Zaire say he ain't getting VP now that he was meth bussying. Real life. Real life. Thank you, Worker Off, for hitting up the chat with this and that, my links and so forth and so on. I got them pulled off to the side. I was going to throw up a few. Since you on it, I could sit on my hands a little bit. Matter of fact, let me do y'all this. Since we doing things. 1 second. Pardon me. There it is. Fuck with you boy on the motherfucking Teespring. Oh yeah. It's all good. Shit like kill police misconduct is in effect. Yo. Shit like make America pay again, yo, that shit in effect. You know what I mean? Black Man Now 3 summed up another fake politician for black folk. Hell yeah. Real life. Fucking Opera Conis. Just cooning his way up the ladder. And then when he hit a wall where the cooning can't even surpass, because them contracts were CNN series. You just pull your ass out the lineup real quick, nigga. Yeah. Then all you cooning was for nothing. And he a young dude too, man. He like 25, 26. He's super young. I mean, his career gonna be over before it even get legs, dog. Like, so again, it'll be probably the last that we hear of this dude. I'm gonna say, I want to say this. I didn't plan on saying this, but I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna think that it might be kind of the last of this dude that we gonna see. And I think about AOC. I put up a tweet about AOC. Like, it might be the last we hear from AOC too. Like, she might be twilighting pretty soon because she got done by Bernie. Basically, she didn't jail with Bernie because Bernie got on her ass when she was sitting up trying to instruct people at his like sit downs and his meets that he would have with people. He would have his little meets, and she would be sitting up telling people, look, you in this community, y'all gotta help people who are being investigated by ICE. You gotta help them not be turned over to ICE. And people got on like, hold up, bitch, hold up. Hold up. What the fuck are you talking about, bitch? You trying to stand in the way of federal work, bitch? And Bernie had to come out and say, nah, hold up, bitch, hold up. You standing in the way of federal work. I ain't about standing in the way of federal work, bitch. Yo, watch your big ass mouth, ho. It was that, right? It was like, yo, watch your big ass mouth, bitch. Straight real. So she fucked up the game on that. Then she went into hiding for some weeks. They had not seen her on his campaign trail. Then she came out again, but it was more of like, oh, it's some shit going on. She didn't talk much. She didn't say much. It was, you know, people kind of looked at her like, hold up, bitch. You trying to instruct motherfuckers to try to underground railroad motherfuckers away from ICE? Not to compare it to Underground Railroad. Let me not say that. Yo, you trying to get motherfuckers to be whisked away from ICE and instructing people to do so? Bitch, you fucked up. Bitch, you fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, it's that logic. Then, the dude Joe Rogan, he turned around. He flipped around and endorsed Biden. Not Biden, Sanders. Flip around and endorsed the dude. And, you don't know, he has his views on the LGBT community, right? One of his views on the LGBT community is that, look, all of this talk of hormone suppressors and all of this shit, I ain't for no hormone suppressors. That's kind of one of his things. So when people that are trans or trying to change to, or what they say, change to another sex, as they say, as they think they're doing, he says, yo, man, you know what? I ain't for that shit. I ain't for no hormone suppressors. Fuck all that shit. Like, motherfucker, if you want to be trans, just cross dress and leave it at that. Just cross dress and then let the world figure it out. Like, don't play with people like that. They might think they could have a baby with you and they can't, because you done hormone suppressed and doped your way into some sort of weird shit going on. We don't know. Can't have no fucking baby. People gonna want to figure it out. So what's up though? Why? What's up though? For real. And then it motherfucker, could be anything, right? Hormone suppressants, hormone 3, 5, 6, 7, whatever the fuck motherfucker done took, whatever. As he came out saying that, she started looking at Bernie like, I don't know, So okay, because you know she's LGBT, intersectionality, immigration, just as is Andrew Gillum. He's gun control, immigration, healthcare for all, his whole agenda. He toes this line that is all the way circling around black agenda, never touching on black agenda. He's just like all the Democrats that we see coming up in the game. He a young Democrat in the game, so they train him up to speak the lingo of talking around black agenda. So he's young learning this type of speak. So you can, I went through a bunch of his transcripts. He's on that shit. He's on it. Until they hit a brick wall where they can't win offices, then they wonder why. When they can't win certain shit, then they wonder why. Well, because you ain't fucking with the people who really control the sway, who will move as a block if some shit speak to us. But like I said, you know, AOC, she on the twilight, he on the twilight. This is just I'm putting on my Peastradamus hat on this shit, man. So you'll know. I don't know how he gonna bounce back from this. I don't know what he gonna do, but whatever. He don't got no black agenda. He don't stomp for us, so fuck his life, fuck his death. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to hear shit from this dude coming to our community. I don't want him to hear this. I don't want him to say this is racial. I don't want him to say that what he going through right now. Like I don't want him to talk that I'm black is because I'm black. If he get fired, y'all just be ready for this shit, because I don't want to hear no talk from this motherfucker mouth. I don't want to hear nothing out of his mouth. You understand? So yeah, just be on the watch for that. Man, Pete was the buzz boy at the hotel. Alright, y'all. Yo, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping. Don't forget to fuck with my Teespring, where we don't like the peace sign. Let me get it, y'all.